Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. In today's video, we will be discussing our current affair topic presented to you by your faculty Sushma KP. So let's look into what is the topic that we are discussing today. India rejects UN's cherry picking claims on Jammu and Kashmir and Manipur issue. It also rebuts by telling take a look into the mirror. So what exactly happened and why is India replying like this? In this video, we will looking into why is it in news, what is the relevance of it to UPSC, that is your GS paper 2. We will also be looking into your UN Human Rights Council, what is India's stance to it. We will be ending up with some prelims question as well as certain mains questions. Alright, let's get into the topic. Look at this. India condemned the UN Right Chief remarks on Kashmir and Manipur as unfounded and baseless, highlighting regional progress and criticizing the global updates, cherry picking and misrepresentation of complex issues. We will see what exactly are they speaking about. But before that, we have one small announcement where Legacy IAS Academy is starting your Impact 2025, which is all about intensive mains practice and content training. Do check that out. At the same point of time, for those of you who are going to be taking up prelims in your 2025, we have a current affair compilation series specifically targeted at prelims preparation. Do check that out. The link for it will be provided down in the description box. Now let's get back to the topic. UN Human Rights Council recently conducted its 58th session. This session begins at 24th February and lasts up to 4th April 2025. They discussed on a wide range of issues such as, look at this, annual high-level panel discussion on human rights mainstreaming. Now, from prelims perspective, you have to focus on the themes. Look at this, annual high-level panel discussion on human rights mainstreaming. What was the theme this year that they discussed? This will be useful for your prelims as well as your mains. 30th anniversary of Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action. The biannual high-level discussion on death penalty theme, contribution of the judiciary to advancement of human rights. Yes, so not for every organization, but few organizations such as your UN Human Rights, ILO, and all of these, I would suggest look into the themes. This will be very helpful for the statement kind of questions in your prelims. Understanding? So this is what happened in your 58th session, wherein they speak on a wide-ranging issue. I will further down explain what exactly specifically happened with regard to India. But as of now, you just have to understand there is something called as UNHRC. This was the 58th session. They had particular discussions based on different themes. To learn more about your UNHRC, we will see it based on your prelims question. So we will be able to understand it better. What is the primary function of the United Nations Human Rights Council? Promoting international peace and security, protecting and promoting human rights worldwide, providing humanitarian aid to refugees, resolving international disputes through arbitration. Here, even though when you're trying to answer all of those looks like it is very closely possible for UNHRC, the main purpose, or look at the keyword here, primary function is protecting and promoting human rights worldwide. It is in the name itself. Yes, all of the other things are subsidiaries, other secondary functions. This is more of your primary function. Look at this. Which UN body is responsible for the Universal Periodic Review Mechanism? UNGA, UNSC, UNHRC, UN Economic and Social Council. Correct answer is UN Human Rights Council. What is this UNHRC ka? Universal Periodic Review. Your UNHRC takes a closer look into its member countries and sees for your human rights upholding as well as violation. On what aspects are they violating, what exact laws that they are doing which is hampering human rights, how are they neglecting human rights. Okay, so that will be the review of your UNHRC. All right, now the same thing had happened your Universal Periodic Review, where UNHRC ka chief, your we Turk, has called out international attention. That is, understand it like a story. I will tell it to you like a story only. This person, we Turk, right? He, while addressing the global safety and security standards with regard to your human rights, specifically name called India. Okay, he specifically name called India, telling that India has to very much make sure that it resolves its two most biggest challenges that it is facing right now in regard to your human rights. What are those? One is your, according to his words, Kashmir issue. Another is your Manipur issue. To this, India's representative for United Nations based on Geneva countered back by telling, sir, first and foremost, you are calling it as Kashmir instead of Jammu and Kashmir. And second thing, what do you know about the ground realities? You are just cherry picking. Matlab what? What is the meaning of cherry picking or hand picking? Of all the things that there are, you just pinpoint one and take. So similarly, you don't know what the ground realities is with respect to your Jammu and Kashmir, especially this year where we have brought in more peace, where we are trying to conduct elections, where people's participation is higher, voter turnout is higher. So we, being the largest democracy, we know what we are doing. And as because you name called and purposefully highlighted telling that India, you have to look into this, first and foremost, you know what the ground reality is. And second, the people of India have given a befitting reply always to the people who have doubted India. He has also gone ahead and pointed out that one of the strongest strengths that India has is its strength in institutions. But at the same point of time, it should also address the Manipur issue, where there is huge amount of clashes that is going on Manipur ka. At the same point of time, the remark was not retorted back on the Manipur issue, wherein he has also went on to claim that a lot of laws are there which is not supporting the human rights activists. Your press. Look at this. This is India's permanent representative to United Nations, Arindam Bagachi, who has responded back to the criticism that was given by your UN, wherein they have called it baseless. First and foremost, how they are telling with regard to your Jammu and Kashmir. See, like we said, it is improving security. It has recorded a good voter turnout in provincial election. It is boosting tourism. It's becoming a safer place. And you are just calling it a Kashmir issue. Another thing that India wants to highlight is you have spoken about human right violation ranging from Ukraine, Gaza, Afghanistan, hell, even USA, but you have not mentioned Pakistan at all. And you feel that you have to cherry pick and mention India. A look back into the mirror rather than just highlighting us. And with respect to Manipur ka issue, we have not responded back yet. The claims that the UNHRC is making is it is very India is having restrictive laws and it is having harassment against human rights defenders and independent journalists. And also they're telling there's arbitrary detention and diminished civic space, including in Kashmir. So these are all the things which were retorted back. And one they are trying to tell, that is India's permanent representative is trying to highlight is understand the ground realities of India, and you cannot oversimplify a very complex situation, a tensing situation that is happening. You know, Manipur pe there is rising tensions among the two groups of your Métis and Cookies, and also Kashmir ka issues, so it is very much known only. So you first understand the diversity, you first understand the culture, you first understand the issues in depth rather than oversimplifying and calling us out in the global podium while you are not even calling out your Pakistan's name. Okay? So they are against the cherry picking of situations. We will look into few of the prelims question to understand more about the topic as well as a mains question. Which of the following is the reason behind recent violence in Manipur? Demand for scheduled tribe status by the Métis community, dispute over the Indo-Myanmar border, protest against extension of AFSA, demand for a separate state for the Kuki tribe. Look at this. All of these might again seem like as possible answers, but here more apt reason for the recent violence in Manipur is demand for scheduled tribe status by the Métis community, which in Manipur High Court considered granted. These were also there, part of the reason, but this was not the explicit reason. These are more of secondary, this is more of primary. Understanding? Which article of Indian Constitution is related to the administration of hill areas in Manipur? Article 371A, 371C, 371B, and 370. Correct answer is 371C. Having a little bit of throat issues, so please bear with me. We will see a mains question. Discuss the impact of the demand for scheduled tribe status by the Métis community on the ethnic relations in Manipur. What are the implications of this demand for the state's politics and administration? Entire summation of this particular question, we have made a video on that in Legacy IS Academy. Do check out that video. Now we've reached the end of the topic. Again, thank you for bearing with me with my sore throat. And one more thing we would like to tell you is, if at all you find our content useful, if at all you are finding it helpful, share it along with your friends, like and subscribe. Thank you.